Dimitri said, can you please provide more information about your appliance bootcamp training? So I want to mix all of it in, like the training, any kind of apprenticeship programs, things like that, that people can get into with regards to the trades.
Okay, all right. I'll tell how Appliance Bootcamp came about, if you don't mind, and then from there,
Absolutely.
I can
And feel
work it.
free to promote it because I am
Okay,
a big fan of the trade. So let people know
okay.
how they can get in touch with you.
Okay. Well, what happened? About maybe 4 or 5 years. It's been 3 years now. 3 years ago, you saw a lot of the rappers start talking about buy back the hood. They're talking about they're going back and buying. I ain't see them buying any out there when I was there, but they were talking about buying
PI
back the hood.
apparently is the only one doing it, according to Killer Mike. So
Who's doing it?
PI apparently
Yeah,
is
yeah,
doing it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
But we haven't heard anybody else.
yeah. So
Maybe
anyway,
LeBron. I don't know. LeBron, I think, is investing in businesses in the hood, but I don't know about real
yeah.
estate.
Well, I didn't see none of them out there when I was buying them. So, so I was going out there and I was buying these houses out in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and I was renovating them, whole blocks and stuff. You could buy a house for $2,500 back then, and so I was buying those houses, and our investment group we were thinking about buying a tractor trailer. I'm the lead guy, so I started looking into buying tractor trailers. Then I see JT Hustles, JT Automation now, and so I reach out to him and I'm asking him about the transportation business, and we start talking. He asked me what I do. I tell him, and he interviewed me, and then he decided he want to come look at the houses and stuff that I'm doing, and he gonna videotape it. In the meantime, I have been paying the high school kids to actually come to my old workshop to teach them how to repair appliances. What I would do, I would find out the high school kids. I wanted them to come work with me during the summertime, middle school and high school, and then once they graduated from high school, I could actually turn them into technicians to work for me. Because if they work with me during high school, I could pay them $10, $15 an hour. By the time they graduate, I could pay them $25, $30 an hour and work their way on up. But what was happening, they weren't working with me during high school and middle school. They'll go off to college. They'll come back. Now they got one baby. They got student loan debt. And now he only worth $10 or $15 per hour. It ain't enough to service what they got. So I started going to the parents and saying, hey, let the kids come work with me. And the parents told me the kids don't have time to work. I said, they don't have time? I said, what they doing? Well, in order for them to play football and basketball, they have to actually go to workout. So during the off season, they have to pay the coaches and stuff and assistant coaches to train them. And then on the weekend, they're traveling, playing AAU and all these sports year round. So now they don't have time to actually work because they're practicing during the week and traveling on the weekend. So I said, well, what day are they free? They said they're free on Sundays. I said, okay, Sunday afternoon. I said, on Sunday afternoon, you bring them out to my shop. I'll showing them how to repair appliances, and I'll pay the kids to let me teach them. So I was telling JT I had to get back to do that, and JT said, okay, I want to come see that. He saw that, and he said, man, I like this better than the other stuff. I want to put this on. Now I begged them. I said, man, don't put that on your channel. People gonna get mad at you. People they don't like the skilled trades, man. They're gonna get mad at you, and because I was going by what I was getting from family and friends. Because I used to put all my stuff on Facebook. I wasn't doing YouTube. I was putting it on Facebook, and Facebook only people see is your family and friends. And so when I go on there, all my family and friends calling me Kanye West. You crazy? Why you putting all your business out there? And I was showing them. I was showing them step by step how to start businesses and detailing it. So I got tired of them beating up on me. I didn't want them to beat up on JT. And so JT said, nah, it go good. So he put it on there. From there, he had a lot of people interested into learning how to do appliance repair. And I told him, I said, man, nobody wants to do this. You get dirty. I said, I'm not. He wanted me to do a class. I said, I'm paying these guys. I ain't paying nobody else. He was like, nah, people will pay to come learn. I said, ain't nobody going to pay for that. So he said, man, yes, they will. And he said, why you don't want to do it? I told him I was showing him all my videos that I had put on Facebook, how my friends and stuff were picking at me. He said, well, you on Facebook, you need to go to YouTube. You go to YouTube, then you have different people. Anybody can get it, and plus you can make money off of it. I said, okay. He said, if you go to YouTube and we get your channel monetized, will you do a class? I said, all right, I'll do it. So we go on there, and he go through my Facebook thing. And what I used to do on Facebook, every week, I do a small business of the week. I give them step by step a business they could start for less than $500. They'll pay $100,000 a year, and I tell them how to do it. So he said, let's start. He said, you come onto the channel and you give one of these every week or so, and we'll promote the channel and get you monetized. So we started doing that, and we eventually got to 1,000 subscribers. We make a date, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to teach people how to start their own appliance repair business, how to register the LLC, how to go out and get contracts, how to fix the appliances, teach them everything they need to know how to start a business and make over $125,000 in a week.
So they can have no prior training in appliance
No prior
repair.
training at all. No prior training
And
at all.
they just have to be 18 years and above,
Don't have
right?
to be 18 years old.
Don't even have to be 18 years.
Don't have to be 18.
Okay.
We had 14 and 15-year-olds that came in.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, didn't matter who it was. I was going to teach you in a weekend. Cause I keep telling people, you don't have to go to school for no 4 years to learn how to start no business. I can show you.
Now, do you teach like what kind of appliances? Is it like refrigerators
or? We do all the home major appliances: refrigerators, washers, dryers, dishwashers.
And people can learn that in a weekend?
Yeah. I teach you in the weekend.
Wow.
And so I teach you in the weekend, and I teach you not only that, I teach you my 5 banking account method, so you can know how to allocate your funds, so you can then take the money from your appliance repair business and go out and pay cash for houses and renovate them for your retirement. So I was going to teach them all of this in a weekend. And so I knew I could do it if somebody came with me for about 3 weeks. I had done it so many times. Somebody lost their job. They come with me for about 2 to 3 weeks. Before their house note is due, they up and running, making money and can pay the house note. I had done that so many times. I didn't quite know if I could do it in a weekend. We put the course together. We had guys come from all across the United States. All they wanted to do was make an extra $500 per week. That was their goal. They were getting close to 50. They were getting ready to get close to retirement. They had kids getting ready to go to college. They want an extra $500 a week. And so they come there and they ask me, say, hey, you lying to me. I'm coming back up here. I need to make an extra $500 per week. I was like, yeah, you can do it. So they came. We done it on the weekend. They left. I didn't hear anything from nobody for about maybe a week or two. I get a call from one of the guys that's out there that came to the class. He's in Detroit, and he's working on a dishwasher. I tell him how to fix it. I asked him, I said, how things going? He said, okay. I said, you were able to make that extra $500 per week? He said, yeah, I'm doing it. I asked him, were you able to make the extra $500? He said, yeah. I said, per week? No, I do about a day. So then I said, oh, okay, we good.
Downplaying it.
yeah. So I do it in about a day. So from then on, I called JT back, and I said, man, we got it. I cracked it. We can do it in a weekend. And we started doing the classes, and it was funny. People would come in to the class, and when they walk into the class, they'll say, hey, I can see it in their face when they walk in. Man, you quit your job. Yeah, I already quit my job. They'll come into the class. They'll quit their job on Friday, come into our class on Saturday, leave out on Sunday, running their business, making over $100,000 a year. And we've been doing that for over 2 years now. I got over 1,500 people that have came through Appliance Bootcamp that's running their businesses full time. Last time I counted, maybe 2 or 3 known millionaires that came through and became millionaires, and doing well, doing very well. The alumni are, and so if you look on anywhere on YouTube with somebody doing appliance repair, most of the time they came through Appliance Bootcamp.
Fantastic. And Anonymous is asking for all of your handles. So YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, any place where you're located.
Yeah, just Appliance Bootcamp. If you go to YouTube, type in Appliance Bootcamp. If you go to Facebook, you can join our Facebook group called Appliance Bootcamp. And you can talk to all the alumni. We got numerous testimonials of people who came to our program, didn't know where a pair of pliers were, didn't know where a screwdriver was, and they go out here and they're making money. And like I said, right now with the skilled trades and stuff, it's wide open. You know, the appliance repair, I tell everybody, is the jiu-jitsu of the skilled trades market. Kind of like when back in the days, I don't know if you remember, they started having this ultimate fighting competition, and this guy named Horse Gracie shows up. He's this skinny white guy, Brazilian guy, and he land on his back, and he don't look like he's doing any type of karate and stuff. 'Cause we used to people jumping in the air and spinning, but he's making all these people 3 times his size quit, you know, and he's beating everybody up. And it doesn't look sexy, you know. The techniques. Rather, that's the same thing with appliance repair. Appliance repair is the jiu-jitsu of all the careers, and we used to have a challenge where if you just find any career, no matter what it was, you find a career, and we'll see how much that career makes per hour, and I'll go out the next day in my appliance repair truck and I'll beat it. And we done it, and I think the last one we had was a heart surgeon. A heart surgeon makes about $250 per hour. That's the top of all the surgeons. And for us in appliance repair, seal system technicians is our highest earners, and seal system technician can make up to $450 per hour. And I went out there the next day, and I done $425 per hour. $425 per hour, and I beat them.
Fantastic.
And
Well, I know that we had to get our washing machine fixed recently, and yeah, I mean, it was $300 for them to be there for like 40 minutes.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
So if somebody's saying need washer repair right now, I think it's a useful skill. And one thing that I know, my neighbor is something called a machinist, which means that he knows how to look at any machine and like fix it. He's old school guy. He retired from the county, but like if you're starting your kids off now, you know, once they get into the mindset of seeing things and know how things work, that's like a truly valuable old school skill. Like my father was like that too. He could look at anything and fix it, you know.
Right.
And I do think, yeah, we're getting these degrees. No, I'm not getting my nails mixed up. But I do think that there are men and women out there, young boys and girls out there that should really take this up. And it's just one of those skills that you could fall back on. Like,
yeah, and I tell everybody, appliance repair gets you a mix of all the skilled trades. You get electrical, you get plumbing, you get HVAC. And you also get motors and transmission, so you get to see all of the different skilled trades. But this is what I always tell people about the skilled trades. The skilled trades is the incubator for all of your other careers. Your engineers, if you don't have skilled tradesmen, you're not going to have no engineers. Because what happened, if I can't figure out how to get the water how to remove the water from out of a dishwasher and out of a wash machine, there's no way in the world I'm going to figure out how to get the water from your house and over into a water treatment center and get it back to you. You have to start with these small concepts and learn it. And then from there, you go over to the bigger and better things. So I tell everybody, get into the skilled trades. Once you get into the skilled trades, then we got to get back into the skilled trades. Then the next generation, we can actually push and get them to be back into the engineering and stuff.
To the engineering, yeah.
Because right now, if I tell somebody, I'll go. Right now, we could use an architectural engineer, but previous to that, if somebody was going to be an architectural engineer, they went to college, they couldn't come back to us, and we could employ them because we didn't have anything to employ them with. They had to go to somebody else and ask. Now you got to get in the back of the line and wait till everybody else gets satisfied, then they'll come to you. But now, because I'm in the skilled trades and I have enough cash now where I'm buying property, and the property that I'm buying, I got to have an architect to go out and design it and give me my drawings. And if I'm doing a couple of these a month, and then I got my buddy now, the alumni in the group. They're buying houses and they're buying land, and they run into the same problem. They don't have no architect. So now we can actually do that. Now, same thing. we have a group of about 1,500 entrepreneurs. We need a real CPA. We need a real CPA to actually help us when we're going after these things. We need a real insurance agent. Not going out now get contracts. I got to have all this different insurance. I need an insurance
Yeah,
agent.
bonding and all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the two things you said that I think are very good lifelong skills is the skill trade and the accounting. My
Mm-hmm.
mother, like I said, is a bookkeeper. I worked with her for many
Mm.
years. That is like one of the most useful
Yeah, yeah.
things you can do. And you have a couple of fans in here. Lois is saying that her husband is interested in the weekend training, wants her two sons to join him.
Mhm.
I say do it. And then Angela's saying, I'm going to talk to my 14-year-old son about this. It may be worthwhile for you to sign up your 14-year-old son, and I think that it's great for young Black men to be around other like Black mentors like a Mike. We need to see more of this in our community. And even if he never does anything with it, hopefully he would at least fix some of the things in your house.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
the return on investment could be that you don't have to call these people to fix the appliances that, your 14-year-old, at least
Yeah,
until he's
you never
18.
know what they're taking in. I remember I had this family from Chicago.
Uh-huh.
It's a family. I think the Sims, it might be 6 or 7 kids. Well, anyway, the husband and the wife, and they brought all 6 or 7 of their kids. We had this contest where they win the contest. Whoever won the contest, they get to come to Appliance Bootcamp and for free. And she won, and she brought her husband and all her 7 kids. And I'm there teaching the class as always, and I see this her youngest son. He about maybe 8 or 9 then, and he said, and he came up, and then I still had the vending machine business, and I had some bubblegum machines in there. He was asking me about the bubblegum machine. So I was telling him, I said, yeah, I'll take the bubblegum machine. I can set them in like a beauty parlor or something like that. I can get $50 a month out of it. And if I set 10 of them out now, I got $500. Just telling him about that. So I see him in the back, and he's just writing down. I
Doing
think
the math.
yeah, I think he's just coloring or something. So at the end of and then on Sundays I always teach the business. So at the end of the day, he come end of the class. He asked me, can he ask me something? So I think he gonna ask for some bubble gum. He said, I'm gonna ask you about your bubble gum machine. I was like, okay. So he said, I want you to look at my math. And he had wrote down all the places he was gonna go put bubble gum machines at. And when he got back to Chicago, and how much money he could make and stuff. And I was like, wow. So I told him, I said, look, you take the bubble gum. I'm gonna give you your first bubble gum machine. I gave it to him. About maybe 7 months later, I get an email. This little guy got bubblegum machines everywhere.
Oh,
And,
that is amazing.
hey, he got bubblegum machines everywhere. And now the older brothers and sisters are now saying, hey, we want to do something. We want to start a business. So now they start this other like a shirt business. And then I'm at my ice cream parlor one day, this a year later, and they pop up on me, and I said, man, all of them coming from Chicago. I said, what y'all doing down here in North Carolina? And he said, yeah, we decided we'd come by here. I said, y'all just traveling? No. After we came, the kids loved it so much when we came down here in North Carolina, and we started our own business, their own appliance repair business and stuff. And so we decided to buy a house here. So we're going to be living right across from you. So they came and bought a house the next town over, and they're doing well. The father and the mother and the daughter are running the appliance repair business. And now they're bringing the younger sons and stuff in, and they're actually running their business, doing quite well.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So that little young guy sparked the entrepreneur bug, and they forced his dad to go into business because they kept telling his dad, you done took the class, you need to do it. So
We got to do something with it. Yeah,
yeah.
look,
And they
sometimes
force them, and they're
the
doing good.
inspiration goes up.
Yeah.
So literally, okay, everybody in YouTube, I got 15 likes in YouTube and 18 people watching. So I'm going to ask everybody to give me a like. The chat is going crazy in YouTube. I see all of you. Final question of the evening is from, or two questions, sorry,
Uh-huh.
here.
Go ahead.
Latrice is asking, do they work on all of the computerized newer appliances in the boot camp?
Yes. Now it's easy because the computer tell you what's wrong with it. So now
Yeah, the
it's a you
diagnostics.
put it
Yeah.
in diagnostic mode, and what
Mhm.
happened? The kids are used to playing these video games, putting in cheat codes. So now when they come to the appliance, they say, "Oh, this is a cheat code." And they put it in, and the machine will tell you exactly what's wrong and what part is needed. But yeah, I just scan through. This is the actual school. So
Oh, that is
yeah,
awesome.
that they come to. So yeah, they actually come here and they work on all the appliances. And what we do, I teach you to I say, learn as you earn. So when you come here, it's a whole lot easier to get a contract than it is to get a job. So you're gonna leave here, you're gonna go register your LLC, get your EIN number, and then you're gonna apply. I tell you the third-party warranty companies that you're gonna apply to. And these warranty companies are companies that people buy insurance on their house for their appliances. And these insurance companies pay to have their appliances fixed. They'll pay you $85 per hour to fix their appliances. So you're gonna go there and you're gonna tell them you're gonna start off doing 1 to 2 stops per day. Just send me 1 or 2 stops. So when you go out there to diagnose the call, they're gonna give you $125. When you go back, they're gonna ask you what parts are needed. You're gonna tell them what parts are needed. They're gonna mail you the parts, and then they're gonna say how much you charge me to go put the part on. They're gonna pay. You're gonna say another 125, and they'll pay you another 125 to put the part on. So a completed call is gonna be $250. Before you go out to the customer house, you're gonna call the customer, and you're gonna tell them to take a picture of the model and serial number, send it to you. Once you get that, you're gonna go to a website called Appliancetology. Appliancetology has all the service manuals on it. You're going to actually read that service manual. It might be 50 pages, but you're going to read it. The hardest part now is getting people to actually know how to read and learn and to study. So you're going to read that. You're going to read all of that, learn how you know how to put it in diagnostic mode. You know how to test all the components. When you get to the customer house, you'll be familiar with their appliance. The service manual show you how to take it apart and everything. You go there, you diagnose it. A lot of times when you get there, the customer give you a deductible. So when you get to the customer house and you knock on the door, the customer give you $100, and then the third-party warranty company will send you $150 2 days later. So now you got working capital, you got cash flow, and now you not only that, unlike if I start a business right now, and I say if I start a business in the African American community right now, unfortunately, it's not any funds, not a lot of funds in the African American community. So now I'm actually going.
Hello. Did you all lose me or him? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Oh, he's frozen. Okay. All right. We'll wait for him to come back. He's so awesome, isn't he? Put an exclamation point if y'all think he's awesome. I was blown away when I saw him on Kamari's channel. I mean, and he didn't even show like his boot camp place. I mean, this is like amazing. And this is the Black excellence that we talk about. We see it every single week, whether it's the Bet on Black pitches, whether people are coming here to talk with us. The things that we see are just amazing. And this is the reason why the what we need to build wealth is already within the community. Y'all know me, I'm not the person who thinks we need to have everybody be a part of what we're doing. But if we get the right people in here, then, you know, there's no reason why we can't build generational wealth and have our great great grandchildren be able to benefit from this. We fight every week to have an ecosystem where we can get and maintain wealth within our community. But it's not flashy, it's hard work. You know, we're talking to people like Michael, and we're seeing the ups and downs that you go through and how you transition and things like that. Um, and I think that those things are important as well. You know, getting past the honeymoon phase, being able to stick with it in the long term, figuring out when you need to dissolve what you're currently doing and switch things around, and all of that. Um, so Beulah's saying you can get much done with the masses. It does not take an army to get wealthy. I absolutely agree. Angela's saying, thank you for Sheree for bringing him to us. Absolutely. I'm hoping he's able to pop back in, because I did want to ask him this last question. Somebody had asked about us putting these in their own city, and I wanted to find out if he's going to franchise. So if he doesn't come back in the next couple of minutes, I know where I am, it was raining earlier today, so maybe he has a thunderstorm or something like that. But today has been absolutely awesome. I think let's see here. Oh, you know what? I might have to, here he is. Ah, he's back.
Yes, something happened. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that's okay. So we were just talking it up. People were giving us exclamation points. They were so excited, you know, for you sharing your story. The last question we wanted to ask you was somebody had asked in the chat about starting an appliance boot camp in their city. And my question is like, how do we make this nationwide? Something
Well,
that,
right now we are nationwide. What we're
okay,
you the Appliance Bootcamp is online, so you can go
okay,
online and purchase it, and you have the online videos. And right now, I'm with a company that's actually we're doing a tour. So
oh,
we're going to Atlanta first. We'll be in Atlanta in about 2 months, and we're going to leave Atlanta. We'll be in Houston, Las Vegas, Detroit, and the Bay Area in California. So we're gonna go
fantastic.
around and do it. But yeah, you go online, go to Appliance Bootcamp. You can actually purchase the course. If you can look at a YouTube video and change the alternator on your car, you don't need to come to the hands-on live event. Technology now is so advanced that you can do everything.
Oh no, he froze again. Well, Alois, what about New York? We're gonna have to ask him about that, but we may need to fund this brother so that he can do like the full tour of the United States. We need him in a city near us, because I was thinking, oh yeah, if he comes near the DC area, I would take a ride down there just to take a picture and see what's happening. People are saying, New York, please. Yeah, yeah. So, yes, everybody in YouTube, make sure you like the video for us. It really does help with the algorithm. So, please, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, please. So, John is saying in YouTube, yes, stories like these are not broadcasted on the local and national news. All they report on is the shootings. I agree with that. You know what? We have to take control over our own narrative. We do. And also, you know, I just don't worry about, I mean, I'm aware of what the news says, but I don't buy into it because I know the greatness of our people. And I think that a part of it is us knowing the greatness within ourselves, and then us being able to work with those around us of all ethnicities. And when we do that, you know, I do think that um, we need to have more of a say in what the media portrays, the good stuff and the bad stuff. But yeah. So Mike, you're back. People are
Yeah,
asking about New York. I was saying that that we need to fund you so you could do like a real like massive tour, come to the DC area, come to New York. You know, people are asking
Yeah,
other
what
places as well.
yeah, what happened, it's a actual, because it's such a high demand for skilled tradesmen right now. I'm working with an actual warranty company, the ones that you get contracts from, and they're identifying the areas of the country where they have the highest need.
Highest needs.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we're hitting those first, and then
Makes
from
sense.
there we'll come on back around.
You know, the one thing I'll say to all the people in New York is a lot of these places are a plane ride away. You know, get on Southwest Airlines or something like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
and
just come on
hop on a
down.
plane. Yeah.
And like I said, you can do the online. We have plenty of people in New York. New York is a little bit funnier situation though, depending on if you're in the city part. If you're in the city part, there's not as many actual homeowners that you actually are going to people's houses. You're gonna deal more with what they call the superintendent, somebody who's over the whole building and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, New York. It's a little bit different to start a business in New York. You got to put something in the newspaper for so many months and stuff. So if you're in New York going to start a business, it's going to be a little bit difficult. New York and California.
Or you move.
That's what I tell. I just gonna
Oh,
say that.
the
I tell
mass
people all
exodus
the
out
time.
of New York. Oh
I
my
tell people that
goodness.
all the time. I wouldn't do it.
Oh,
I'll get out of New York and California. I would get out.
oh goodness. Well, with that, I am tired. So I want to thank Mike for being here. He was an absolute awesome guest. And um, everybody, Appliance Bootcamp on YouTube. You can find it on Facebook. You can also Google. And he also has his Teachable
Mhm.
course as well. And then I would suggest number one, if you're serious about starting your family investment club or any kind of investment club, going into the Knowledge Center and going to that Family Wealth Challenge, that'll help you with some basic information. And then listen to this a couple more times because I'm sure
Mhm.
you'll pick up stuff that you didn't get the first time. So this is on our YouTube channel, and you're able to speed up the audio and get this information again. So thank you, Mike, for being here today. We really
Thank you
appreciate
all. I really appreciate it. Thank you all. And if you want, I'll be going over to my channel in about 15 minutes. Appliance Bootcamp. I'll be there. I do my show from 8 to 9 Mondays and Thursdays. So
Okay.
you can come there and you can see the ABC alumni. And if you have any questions about the boot camp, the people there can tell you all about it. And I can give you information there too.
Fantastic. Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow for the Bet on Black Pitch. Take care.